Since the first video I made about NFTs and photography within that space, which was 3 weeks ago, it seems a lot longer, a few photographers have actually entered the NFT market. In that previous video I was pondering the fact that most art that I personally had seen on NFT marketplaces was entirely digital, as in 3D animations, 2D drawings and paintings done digitally and so on. I hadn't seen any photography on any NFT platform. Well, a lot can happen in a couple of weeks, especially in crypto. And in case you haven't noticed, NFTs have absolutely exploded. Digital artist People sold his work at Christie's for $69 million, paid in Ether, and that really helped bring mainstream attention to NFTs. My in-laws know about NFTs now. As an investor, I would usually see this as a sign of the market heating up, when your parents or grandparents or someone of their generation know about a new investment opportunity. It's time to be a bit more careful. When they start throwing money at you to invest in this new opportunity on their behalf, it's time to get out. Get out! Not financial advice, of course, just my personal opinion. Yeah, but anyway, NFTs are huge now. I myself have been moving a large portion of my investment capital into NFTs. Whether that's a wise decision, time will tell. I have not bought any photography, however. As an investor, I'm still not quite sold on the idea of still photography in the NFT market. As a photographer, on the other hand, I can't wait to get involved. Right, so let's have a closer look at the market and I'll explain why. So Nifty Gateway, that's the only site that I actively use for investing in NFTs. Crypto.com have just launched their own NFT marketplace, which does look interesting. But right now we're just going to look at what's been happening on Nifty Gateway lately. So 3 photographers have been on here in as many weeks. I've never heard of any of them. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I live in a tiny town by the sea, and even before this pandemic thing, I didn't really get out much. First up, we had this dude called Marius Sperlich. Marius Sperlich. So I'm going to look at the work of these photographers in Nifty Gateway's secondary marketplace to get a sense of how their work is doing, if it's selling or not. Right, Marius Sperlich. Let's first have a look at his Instagram actually. I like it. He has a distinctive style. He likes taking pictures of the ladies. He's shot a cover for Playboy. He has over 578,000 followers. Pretty well established. Okay, let's have a look at his NFT drop. He released this collection called You Only Loved Me When We Were High. So there was this single edition piece called Crypto Rain that sold on auction for $40,050. Pretty good. Then we had this photograph, You Only Love Me When We Were High. A limited edition of 100. So this was sold in a drawing. You had to express your interest in the piece, and if selected randomly, you would have been able to purchase it for $2,500. Today you can pick it up in the secondary market for $1,977.77, possibly less. You can see the owner of this edition here. Immediately he listed it for $25,000 right after buying it. Rather ambitious, if you ask me. He's then gradually been dropping the price to where it is now, so he's probably desperate to sell. He's not accepting offers, but if you made a global offer for say $1,850, $1,900, I wouldn't be surprised if he or somebody else accepted it. The second cheapest edition here is listed at $2,000. Okay, let's have a look at his open edition. So open editions, in case you don't know, have a fixed price and they will keep selling editions up to a maximum of 9,999 in a 5 to 7 minute time frame. The first one here, The Ecstasy of Crypto 2, Bitcoin edition, 538 people paid $500 for this. You can now buy one for $379. If you bought any of these pieces at the time they dropped, with the intention of selling them in the short term, you might be feeling a wee bit sad right now. Would I buy this? No. I don't think the photography here is amazing. I don't think it's a good investment, and there's an underlying trend showing these photos that just screams money grabber. This is not an indictment of Marius Sperlich. Like I said earlier, I like his style of photography. This is the NFT market as a whole. It seems like no matter what discipline you're in as an artist, photography, painting, filmmaking, 3D, whatever. If you want to make a quick buck with NFTs, all you gotta do is spend a few hours one afternoon creating something with a Bitcoin or crypto related theme. Anything, doesn't matter. Or find something from your archives and smack a Bitcoin sticker on it. Boom, Bob's your uncle. NFT glory coming up. Fair balls to them. That's all I can say. If Nifty Gateway or a similar platform wanted to list my work, I would be tempted to do something crypto related just for the sake of making some quick coin. If we look at the second photographer to appear on Nifty Gateway, we'll see a similar pattern. Block and White Chain, the collection is called. Oh, I get it. Black and white photography and the blockchain, of course. Block and White Chain. I really love this stuff though. I think this is some amazing black and white photography. I actually tried to buy this when the drop went live. So this was a drawing for a pack, which means you would get one of these photographs for $1,999, but you don't know which one. This can be an excellent opportunity if you're flipping NFTs on the secondary market. If we look at this horse, for example, there was a 3.15% chance of getting that for $1,999. They ended up minting 15 editions, and the floor price on the secondary market is now $2,999. The rarest photo in the pack is this one called Sicko. There's only one, and whoever's got that one is not selling it. The second rarest, called All That Was Holy, had 10 editions minted, and there's only one for sale, currently listed at $88,888. The least rare photo from this pack, Metropolitan, if my Russian is correct, sold 80 editions and the market floor is now $950. So that's half the original price. Same thing for this one called Swiss Bank Accounts, 65 editions, now selling for as low as $850. Obviously, the less rare something is, the cheaper it's gonna sell. But over 50% in 5 days is a pretty big drop. Of course, the people buying this pack didn't know what they were getting. So the third and most recent photographer to make a drop on Nifty Gateway was Robert Jans. So slightly different from the two previous artists. He's a photographer, but unlike the other two, this isn't straight up photography, but rather photo manipulations. If we look at the open editions, we will see that all of these originally sold for $777. The most popular one was The Cat and the Moon, which sold 140 editions, and the one with the fewest editions was The Sleepwalker, which sold 30 editions. And you can see this being the rarest in the collection, it's currently priced at double the original list price. I think the price will probably come down. So yeah, more photographers are entering the NFT space, which I think is great. It means more revenue for photographers. Personally, I probably wouldn't buy photography as an investment this way. I've been watching the NFT space for a while now, and I get the feeling that 3D art or something with motion holds its value better than still images. For the time being anyway. NFTs are still very new to most people, and I think a lot of collectors still have this voice in the back of their head saying, I'm not paying thousands of dollars for a JPEG file. So they're more comfortable shelling out for something that's animated and perhaps has a soundtrack as well, because it's even though it's not necessarily true, it just seems like you're getting more for your money with that kind of art. New investors to the market who perhaps don't really know much about art and who only invest in NFTs because of FOMO, they definitely tend to gravitate towards anything crypto related. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a photographer, but I see photography as a kind of, I don't know, slow and organic art form. There's something special about owning a print made on a high quality museum grade paper. If a photographer I really liked released some NFTs and sent out some high quality physical prints alongside it, I would definitely invest. As a photographer, I'm hoping to one day get some NFTs on the market. At the moment I've got like 460 followers on Instagram, so a Nifty Gateway listing is probably out of the question. And as of yet, I don't really have anything I would want to list. But if you're a photographer and you have a large following, or medium following, just a few thousand would cut it, I think. I would highly recommend that you could try and get your work listed on one of the major NFT markets. If you make the slightest reference to crypto or Bitcoin in your work, people will buy it. Trust me. But it doesn't end there. What many people don't realize is that NFTs will provide the artist with residual income through royalties. It's written into most of the smart contracts on the blockchain that every time an NFT is sold, 10%, sometimes more of the sale, will go to the original wallet that created the NFT. So that's the artist. You could sell an NFT today for $1,000 and collect, well, $1,000. There would of course be fees involved, but disregarding that, you would collect $1,000. The buyer might resell your art for $500. He would lose money, but you would get 10%, $50. In 30 years from now, the owner at that time might resell it for $100,000. And guess what? You would get 10%, you would get $10,000. This ongoing royalty is written into the smart contract and can never be changed. So yeah, to conclude, if you're looking to buy photography NFTs as an investment, do your research. I don't think the resale value of photography is very good right now within this market. Perhaps if you don't mind holding on to it for the long term, photography NFTs by relatively famous artists bought today could appreciate substantially. If you're a photographer on the other hand, get your NFTs listed right now while the market is hot, and you could be seeing some fantastic ongoing returns.